Solving by graphing in tables. Okay, this one might be a little bit more straightforward. Do notice that on our graph we can see where it intersects each other. So two graphs intersecting each other. Where do they intersect? Roughly the red dot there, right? Right there. So coordinate may be hard to see on the written portion, but we can state that is at x is 4 and y is -3. So 4 comma -3 will be our solution. X value is 4, y value is -3. Well, we can try to solve using our table as well. Do notice this is an Excel table, so it's separated, but in your calculator you can see two tables. Notice at x equals 4 for both of them, we have the same y value, and that's the only location where we have the same y value of -3. So therefore this is our solution. X is 4 and y is -3. You can try checking with your calculator as well, right? So let's try real quick with our calculator, see what we come up with. So calculator, let's try it out. That means we're graphing two equations. So turn on your calculator if you haven't already. Very bottom left button is the on button. TI-84s are similar to TI-83, so it's something to be aware of. Okay, push the y equals button, top left button, y equals button. And on y1, if you have something on here, for instance, let's say I got this, I'll just hit clear. Well, go up to where it's at and push clear. Go up to where the other one's at and push clear. And check any of the other y equals, just see if you have anything. You might have something down below, way at the very bottom. Double check it, please. Nothing there, so it's worked. If you have the plot on at the top, you can hit enter and you'll turn it on or off. Right now I just turned it on. I want it off. I'll push up, hit enter, and I'll come down. Sometimes that'll give you errors as well. So something to be unaware and look out for. If the plot is on, sometimes you get errors. Okay, so equation number one. Equation number one, let's start by putting parentheses. Parentheses right above your number keypad. We're going to say negative, and it's the subtraction sign. Whoop, not the subtraction sign, negative sign. There's a negative sign at the very bottom of your calculator next to your enter button. So -1 divided by 2, your division sign on the right side. It gives you a slash, but it's a division sign. Divided by 2. Let's close our parentheses. And now we want to write x. X is your alpha button, or number, or the button right next to your alpha button, I should say. It's close to your second button as well. Close to the top left. So there's our x button. Minus, that's a subtraction sign, so -1. Be aware, your calculator does not know the difference between a negative sign at the very bottom and a subtraction sign on the left side of your addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division side. Okay, so now that we told it which one's a negative, which one's a subtraction, let's go to y2. There we go. y2 is going to be the second equation. We'll put a parenthesis, so open up a parenthesis, and put a negative sign, very bottom button. Right next to your arrow keypad, negative sign. So -5 divided by 4. And let's close our parentheses. Let's write x. Once again, your alpha button is the one that's closest to your x variable. So the next one is your x button, next to your alpha button. It's between your alpha and your stats, basically. Okay, so there's our x variable plus 2. So now we have both equations on here. So go to your zoom button, very top middle button, the button in the middle at the very top is zoom. And want to select zoom, let's try zoom standard, option number 6. Go down to number 6 and hit enter, or push the number 6 on your keypad. And it automatically goes into a 10 by 10 window size. Do remember, your calculator is a rectangle, sort of. Okay, so something to be aware. Okay, so there we go. We can see the intersection point. We can hit trace, top second button from the right, trace. And you can move left or right on that line, and you can see my cursor there moving. Or you can push up or down, and that just switches which equation you're on. Notice I'm at the top, equation number 2 now. Push up or down, and it switches your equation again. Okay, we wanted to do a little more work than that. So let's have it calculate for us as well. That we can double check our answer from before. So second, and then the button trace gives you the option of calculate. So trace is the second button from the right. So second button and then the trace button will give you this menu. we want to select the intersect option. Option number 5, go down and push number 5, or push the 5 button. So number 5, or push the 5 button on your number keypad. There it is. It doesn't give you anything yet, but it tells you at the top. Is equation number 1 your first curve that you want to use? In other words, first curve question. And we say yes by hitting enter once. And it jumps on its own to y number 2. It asks us, is this your second equation? If it is, we would hit enter. If it's not, we would push up or down to select a different equation. That's when you have 3 or more graphs. In this case, I only have 2. So we'll just hit enter and say yes. Y2 is our second equation. Gives you a guess. We don't want to guess. We want exact value. So hit enter once again. And now it actually gives you your intersection point. Intersection point, x equals 4 and y equals -3. Hey, look at that. It's the same value as what we previously had on our slide. Okay, so keep that in mind, okay? Your calculator is a very useful tool that you can use to check your answers in many cases. Highly recommend that you practice with your calculators.